Your dictation will start in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Mr. Deputy Chairman, this resolution, in so far as it goes to evolve a scheme for the translation and preparation in Hindi and in all regional languages of standard textbooks and connected works for higher education and research, including scientific and technical studies, is an excellent resolution. It is a harmless one, and I am sure that the House will express its view on it. We are happy that those things are there, but it is not a very easy task to carry out this translation in Hindi and all regional languages. I would ask, where have you got the trained personnel for carrying out these translations? Have you collected the standard textbooks and connected works for higher education and research? First of all, have you gathered the material to be handled? And secondly, have you got the trained personnel to cope with the work? Sir, this requires very careful investigations. Simply because we are dealing not with factories or industrial products, but with the minds of people ranging from childhood to the university stage, with their development in regard to ideas and concepts. It is a very, very important point to consider whether we have got these two in readiness before we attempt such a task. Sir, I find that as it is the change over from one language to another, from one medium to another, has been attempted with very injurious effects on the minds of children as well as of the teaching staff. There is a great deal of confusion from the school to the university stage over this question. We cannot perform a cop dietet or a change over overnight on this problem that concerns the minds of the young. Therefore, sir, with all due respect, I would request any committee or any scheme that is launched to go very warily into this subject and to study all the repercussions it will have before such a thing is attempted. An over-buried translation has resulted in tragedies in the schools as well as in the colleges. Examination papers had been set and evaluations had been undertaken in the so-called regional languages, one examiner differing from the other with regard to the terms that were used in those questions and answers. Therefore, we should not play with fire as it were. Language is the life of a nation, of a people. Therefore, when we are dealing with this question of language, all languages are important in my opinion. I will not say that Hindi is not important or the regional languages. In fact, we should provide opportunities for the promotion and cultivation of all languages in our country. In this connection, I would say that while there should be a common language, it will take a long time before Hindi becomes a language of use in many parts of India. The argument has been given again and again that while Hindi gives an advantage to the Hindi speaking areas, those parts of the country which have absolutely nothing in common with this language will take a long time before they accept the change. That point is very vital to the translations, to the imposition of these books of Hindi on non Hindi speaking people. Therefore, all that I can say is that you must go about cautiously because Hindi is going to be a common language for the country, and in translating books into Hindi and in giving such books to the people, we must be very careful that the terms that are commonly accepted by all should be adopted. In this connection, I would request that while this work is going on, we should not try to translate literally commonly accepted terms from one language to another, whether they have come from the English language or from Sanskrit should be checked. Commonly accepted terms that have come into the use of not only the 5 million English educated people of this country, but even into the vocabulary of the masses in rural areas should not be literally translated simply because these terms are in English or in Sanskrit. I am saying this because you have got the zeal for the regional languages or Hindi that they must be converted even if the translation takes a whole line instead of a small little word. That should not be done. The words, so long as they have come into common parlance even among the masses, like tram, bus, court, college, parliament, etc., need not be translated into a regional language or into Hindi. In the same way, I would say with regard to humanities that I have taught political science and economics and other sociological subjects, and there too the terms are difficult to be translated, and where lecturers who are well qualified in regional languages have attempted this question, the students could not follow, nor could two lecturers follow the terms that were being used. I am not saying that until eternity we should have the continuation of any particular language, namely English.